Hello, everybody. Today we have Dr. Haque, who is a doctor of bioorganic chemistry and also a full-time professor of chemistry, and of course, a doctor of natural medicine. So, Dr. Haque, a few of our viewers and some of our prospective students are interested in asking you a few questions which have been sent in through email that I'd like to read out and see if you can answer these questions so our viewers can have a better idea of just what natural medicine is and what the American University of Integrative Medicine has to offer these students if they decide to take some of the courses here at the institution.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark, for introduction, and it is my pleasure.
Great. Okay, so to start here, one of our questions here that somebody had sent in, what has inspired you to become a doctor of natural medicine?
It's a great question, Mark. I get that question a lot. I've been professor of bioorganic chemistry. Then now I moved to being a professor of different field, which is not different, it's close, natural medicine. Why did I choose that, and why become new doctorate in natural medicine? Look, when I was in UTMB, University of Texas Medical Branch, I was working as a postdoctoral fellow in medicine and drug and disease. I myself was sick. I was super sick with a high blood pressure, with a high blood sugar, with a diagnosis with autoimmune disease, and allergy was beyond my control. I couldn't control my allergy. I was taking shot every single day. And then I thought that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. This is not who I am. And then I chose to go to world-renowned Harvard University, and in Harvard gave me the basic foundation or in-depth foundation of nutrition. When I did study and research on nutritional science, when I found that human body is actually made of nutrition. Like you, Mr. Mark, you made of multi-trillion cell working in your body as a community. So this cell made of like a protein molecule comes up and mineral glued it up, and fat molecule made the surface, the periphery of the cell. That's your body cell, and that's a unit of your body. That's who you are. And if you put right protein, right fat, right nutrients and minerals and ions, then you are healthy. Then I found out that's what I'm missing, and then I moved my career to doctor in natural medicine study, where I already have a doctorate degree in bioorganic chemistry. And in doctorate in natural medicine, what I learned that human body is fully made of cell, and if cell is faulty, disease is going to develop. So what you need to do to put the right ingredient for the cell, right environment. So we need to modify lifestyle when you get unhealthy or sick. So with a right ingredient, lifestyle modification, and natural, holistic, functional medicine to heal the wound and damage here and there, then you can get perfect health. So then I found out that this is the best thing I can do for the humanity, being a doctorate, additional doctorate in bioorganic chemistry and natural medicine. I can help people to get the perfect health.
Right. Well, that sounds great. I think that's exactly the answer they were looking for. It makes a lot of sense why you would study natural medicine. And if we can move on to the next question here that we have. All right. So, Dr. Haque, there are many treatment modalities around the world during this history. How should we actually treat our diseases?
That's actually very good question, because how do you treat disease? There are so many modalities nowadays in our human history. Even though recently we are very addicted to the modern medicine, but to understand what the treatment is supposed to be, what should be the healing method, we need to understand what is the disease is. So what disease is that? Disease is malfunctioning of human body. Suppose some of your body organ is not functioning properly. That organ has some problem that we name disease. More than 10,500 diseases are named, and that actually nothing but malfunctioning of some organ. And when organ is not functioning because the cell inside are faulty, as I said, they're faulty and they're not working properly. So cell is faulty, organ is not working properly, and that causes a disease. Suppose you have a bladder, you pee a lot. Simple, a very simple disease. People get older, they get it because throughout the time they toxicate themselves and bladder get inflamed. So what happening? Your bladder cell are inflamed, get faulty, and this inflammation makes your bladder inflamed and you will pee a lot. Simple. So how can you fix that? To fix that, put the right nutrition to get the healthy cell, and then healthy cell will develop. Disease is gonna go away because every organ is constantly changing. So if you understand the disease is, then look for what is the human science of healing. According to human biology, every human cell is constantly regenerating. Suppose you have a eye surgery. Within 3 days, your eye get better. Why? Because eye replace the shortest time. Every eye cell in your eye get regenerated, get a brand new cell in 3 days, 2 to 3 days. So you have a skin problem, no worries. When 1 month, if you take care of it, 1 month it should be gone because you get a healthy skin cell in 1 month. Suppose you have a stomach gastritis or GERD or liver problem. So in our GI tract, the esophagus is a 25 centimeter long esophagus. This esophagus and tummy, it changed by only 2 weeks. If you have a health issue, digestion, you feel bloating, you feel nauseous, and you feel crap in the morning, no worries, it's gonna heal because the cell in the tummy, it changed by 2 weeks. So your all tummy problem should be gone by 2 weeks if you put the right ingredient. Likewise, liver, you get a brand new liver by 6 weeks. No matter how many problems you have in the liver, put the right ingredient with a proper nutrition, lifestyle, proper environment, and with a holistic natural medicine, what we call functional medicine, then you get a brand new healthy liver, all problem is gone. So in summary, the question that you got for me is, we need to know the disease is. If you know the disease is a malfunctioning of human body cell or organs, and then if you understand the regeneration of the human body, then you should understand that every disease should be gone at a certain time.
Sure.
If you right environment, natural medicine with the right nutrient. I hope you got that question.
Absolutely. Thank you for a great explanation. Another question here.
Yes.
In the holistic approach with natural medicine, what should be the solution if someone has several different health issues?
Oh, well, someone have so many problems, right? Yes, I get that patient a lot. Someone comes to my clinic, say, oh, I had a only stomach problem. Now I've been taking gas medicine, and that's made me so many diseases. And even my father, when he moved to United States, he was carrying bag of medicine, and then within a 3 month, my father got out of all medicine. He's completely healthy. It's been 5 years. He never take any medicine. So what is that? What's going on? Why we do that? As I said earlier, according to human biology, every single cell is constantly dying. New cell is developing. Suppose your body has so many diseases, so many organs have so many problems. Remember I said earlier that every cell is dying off. So if you put the right ingredient, proper nutrient, and with the natural medicine support, all the cell in the organ will be die off. I mean, unhealthy cell will die off, and healthy cell will develop. So you have no disease, you perfect health. Like for instance, you, Mr. Mark Anthony, you gonna be new Mark if you sit this studio again in the next year. So within 1 year, whole body get a brand new body.
Right.
Everything gets changed. So no matter how many disease you have, if you put the right environment, instead of treating the symptom, put the right natural and functional medicine, by 1 year, all disease should be gone. That's the science. That's I've been practicing. That's we are teaching, and that works.
Sounds great. That's wonderful. Thank you again for a great explanation. Makes a lot of sense. As time progresses, it seems that cells regenerate so fast and so consistently that it essentially turns us into a new person physically, if you think about it.
Yep. Thanks.
So here's one more question. Another one. Is it true that medicine could cure disease faster than the holistic approach using natural medicine?
Actually, I get that question a lot. My patient come to me say, Dr. Haque, why natural medicine taking so long time? Sometimes works very quickly. Sometimes take a little bit week, because I said earlier that it takes, depending on the organ regeneration, that's how time it will take. So the question you're asking, synthetic medicine or regular modern medicine, it quickly fixes the problem. Actually, it doesn't fix the problem. It fixes the symptom of the problem. And it even doesn't fix the symptom. You have a symptom, put the modern medicine, then apparently it is gone, but it's producing more symptom, producing more disease. As example, I can tell you, like if you have a car, of course you do have a car. In America, everyone has to have a car.
Sure.
And living in Houston, everyone, our leg is a car. We have to work with a car. Anyway, so if your car, if you see checking the light is on, would you be turning off checking the light instead of looking at the engine problem? You don't do that. You look at the engine problem instead of turning off the check engine light.
Right.
But that's what we're doing. We're not looking at the engine where the problem is. We're looking at the light which is turning on to help you to diagnose. So that's exactly what we are doing. Modern medicine, we don't look at the problem. We look at the light. What the problem is, or the symptom is. Covering the symptom, nothing to do with the disease. Disease is growing, and it's gonna show us as a terminal or chronic illness. So modern medicine manages the symptom, but in holistic approach, we do not treat the symptom. We treat the person that need to be healed, the inside problem. We like as a mechanic, go deep, dig into the deep, see the problem, fix the issue, disease is gonna be gone. So yes, modern medicine look like apparently it's healing, it's curing the disease or symptom, but not the long run. But holistic medicine, it sometimes takes time, because the truly healing the root cause of the disease, and depending on the organ problem, what type of organ is affected, that's how time it will take, but it will cure the disease from the root cause.
Correct. Okay. Well, thank you for that great explanation again.
Sure.
So, as you mentioned, food has a very big impact on the way our cells regenerate and redevelop. Can you tell us what type of foods we should be eating?
That's a very confusing issue in the society. If you ask everyone know what to eat, and because they see other people eating, they thought this is a healthy food to eat. Right. And everyone getting sick as other people getting sick. And if you look at the Google, what is milk good or bad? If you look at the browse milk is good, you get 100 different explanations why milk is so good. If you look at the milk is bad, 100 different, even scientific explanation why milk is so bad. So you are getting confused if you, by searching in the Google engine or hearing from other people. But in short, what I teach my students and my patient is you should be eating whatever food God created for you. God could not do mistake, and He did not. So the food is growing is good. The food is God created in the ocean, wild-caught fish, wild-caught animals, and food is made naturally animal, and food naturally grown without pesticide, herbicide, insecticide. But nowadays food are not food anymore. Nowadays our food is becoming toxic and unhealthy, where our plant are made of insecticide, herbicide, pesticide. Animals are steroid and hormonized and antibiotic. So you should be careful what should be eating. That whatever is growing naturally, whatever is growing without medicine, without extra steroid, without eating extra herbicide, that's the right food. If you ask me exactly what the name of the food, I can say spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprout. I can say cauliflower and cabbage. I can say name whole day. It's not gonna end. So all food you can take, whatever it is food. But the problem is the media. I was watching a football game, and I saw 3 commercials in there. First commercial was they talking about pizza. Second was soda. Third was diabetic medication. That means they're telling you eat pizza, get soda, and get sick. I have a diabetic medication. So if you get addicted or get influenced by commercial, that means they're telling us eat pizza, take soda, and then get sick, be diabetic, we have a medicine. They don't think about the consequence of diabetic. The consequence of diabetes comes with all other disease. All other health problem could be created by diabetes. And not eating right food, eating only pizza and soda, your body get malnutrition. You malnourishing your body will be screaming for nutrition and support and help. It will be a lot of health issues, not only diabetes. So, and if you look at the other commercial, they sell processed food. Of course, they need to make a business, make it yummy with all of the aspartame and chemicals and stuff, and then genetically modified food. So those food and medicine are killing us. We should be careful with that. We should be careful. We should have real food so you can get real health. So we don't need to take so many medication and live on the medication and die with the medication. And even though you have a health problem, that's okay. Go holistic approach, go right ingredient. This is gonna go away with a regeneration system, and body will be healed with the wounds and damage by natural medicine. You should be able to get complete health back in a certain time, depending on what type of health issue that you have.
Very, very good. That's wonderful information. Thank you for sharing that.
Definitely.
I'm sure we're all happy to hear this information, and we'll implement these changes in our own daily lifestyle to become healthier people.
Yep.
Another question. So I'm sure that people are curious to know this. Is natural medicine the new standard of healthcare?
Natural medicine, which we call functional medicine, is not new, by the way.
Okay.
Human has been using that thousands of years on their history, and they were taking it as a good, beneficial, and curing disease completely. But last several decades, we started taking synthetic medicine. These synthetic medicine have a lot of side effects because it's managing the symptom, not curing the disease. That's how we became epidemic of disease. Look at the data. 50 years ago, diabetes death was only 3%. 100 years ago, diabetes was 0.0023%. And now, 30% American dying of cancer, 50% American dying of heart disease, and 50% American adults are diabetic. 70% American taking medication for their chronic diseases. We are broke in our healthcare, in our economy, in our health-wise. So because we took synthetic medicine last several decades. But your question was, our natural medicine is not new. We here is new because last several decades we are taking synthetic medicine. If you are be going to doctor like a 100 years ago, if I go to doctor prescribing you natural medicine for any disease, we are healthy. I didn't see anybody was heart disease or diabetic when I was young. But last few decades, diabetes became epidemic. Disease become like to everyone. So natural medicine is the true medicine. It's not new. It has been doing, but if we go back to our natural enshrined medicine to get back our health. And main thing is we do not treat the disease. We treat the whole to get the whole health back by curing the root causes of the disease. Suppose you come to my clinic with your headache. I will not look at your headache. I will look at your digestion. I will look at your mineral deficiency. I will be looking at your hormonal situation. I will be looking at your elimination. I will be looking at your fatty acid development from the fat molecule that you intaking. Those problems I can figure out what are things going on in your tummy, in your body, then headache will go away. If you have a lot of people come with a knee pain, and I saw many have been taking therapies, injections, steroid, blah blah blah. They come to me. I don't look at the knee. I say, let's see your gallbladder. I look at the gallbladder first. Gallbladder is the one causing big problem in the fat digestion because it's not emulsifying the fat molecule, making or secreting enough bile. So that's need to look at it. We need to look at the elimination process. You need to look at their diet. That need to be fixed before fixing the knee problem. But then that's how we do in holistic medicine. So that's the holistic, that's the natural. It is only new. We just need to start again if you want to go back to our perfect health.
Right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so here's our final question, the last question. If natural medicine is evidence-based, why are medical doctors prescribing these synthetically derived medications still?
Look, this is not actually our medical doctor's fault that they are not prescribing natural medicine or functional medicine. They are not prescribing you vitamins and minerals. They're doing what they are taught for. They are trained with a medicine that's called MD, Doctors for Medicine, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. We are the one with a holistic medicine doctor. We are the one doctor in natural medicine. We are the one supposed to be giving natural medicine to heal the root causes. And other thing is, if you go to doctor, medical doctor, you won't be happy either to get prescribed by a broccoli or vitamin C. You look for medicine there. So we are the one trained with a holistic natural medicine, functional medicine, to get back your perfect health with it naturally. And I'm glad to see a lot of medical doctors are practicing modern medicine and functional medicine together. And lot of doctors, many MD doctors now even don't practice anymore medicine, but they're practicing only holistic medicine. But again, we need both. We need modern medicine. That I'm glad that I have a broken leg. I broke my leg, and I went to doctor. They fixed my leg. I'm very grateful to the medicine. We need medicine. If I cut my vein, or if I break my bone again, or if we get bullet shot, you must take me to the hospital. We need modern medicine. But I'm talking about the overuse. If you get a headache, nothing to do with medicine. It's about the digestion. It's about the mineral deficiency. It's about the food intake and your diet plan. So I'm talking about that we need medicine, but we need to add functional or natural medicine with that to get your perfect health, so that we can combine in our healthcare, save our economy, save our huge wasting of money, because currently we are considering health as a disease as a part of the body. So if you fix that issue, if we fix our thought, combining modern medicine and natural medicine would be the perfect. You can get your perfect healthcare, save our economy, and we can be healthy as long as we are surviving and breathing. We want to be surviving and breathe and with a healthy life, not like as a dragging our body that we see. So combining with a modern medicine would be perfect health we can do, and that would be perfect gift for that we can make for our future generation. That's a perfect thing we can design for the solution of epidemic of health disease that we have right now. And I hope that's all I have.
Well, thank you so much for this valuable information. The viewers and the prospective students are definitely going to be well informed now about natural medicine and its approach to our everyday life. Again, thank you for the interview, and we look forward to seeing more information come out from you. Thanks again, Dr. Haque, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you for the invitation, and it's my pleasure.